for a race that throws all of these second quest flags at these guys. I really would like to see a chain reaction type of seed that you could see with second quest flags. For instance, we need more second quest spots, like the recorder spots holding some levels, some power bracelet holding some levels, and we're underway.
A relatively benign starting spot in the forest at vanilla level 8 in first quest. Now keep in mind that these are the Elite 8 flags, so this is a second quest overworld.
Immediately we find, do you know where your towel is? That is a money-making game. Unlikely we're going to see that, but it's interesting that it's there. Because remember, while we're dealing with Elite 8 flags, that also means we're only dealing with one top secret.
Exactly, and given that the money-making game is so close to their start screen, we have a recorder pickup on JSR2gamers side.
When we finally get some Triforces, that will come into play. Now, obviously, that's also going to come into play for exploration purposes, especially since there are some extra recorder spots on the map, including this one that JSR is going to go ahead and check right now.
Anyways, getting real. Oh, and there's the magic boomerang. We have found our 3 free items right away. We have the magical 2D flute at the Armos. The latter item is the white sword, and the white sword item is the magical boomerang.
So, that's interesting. Here's Thirwolf will take a death and go back to Star, not far away, but does pick up the recorder at least, so he will be able to check this level 2 coming up.
So as I was starting to say about the money-making game before we started to get a little distracted by free things, given that the money-making game is so close to their start screen, it's entirely possible that if this is a bit of a big-time combat seed, that we could absolutely see them kind of grind on that money-making game to try to get a blue ring if necessary.
34 rupees, the mid-secret. That's a decent mid-secret, all things considering. Dark Nuts, ropes, and Gibdos in the overworld. Oh my.
So, right now it's kind of looking like we're going to have Lionels and Wizrobes down in the underworld. Wizrobes you never really want to see anywhere, but in the underworld is particularly brutal. So, you know, maybe we're going to have something guarded by a mixture of Wizrobes and Lionels. Who knows?
No, isn't me, or does it look like JSR is actually running with the Paul strats?
Yeah, it did kind of look, unless his feed got real choppy there for a second, it is looking like he is adopting some of Crystal Saver's pause strats there to try to get around some of these, you know, kind of lag-heavy screens that we have right away.
34 rupees, the mid-secret as we mentioned before, so that puts JSR up to 45 rupees. Going to have to do a little bit of dodging with these red dark nuts, but, you know, these guys, they can screen scroll, no worries. And we have found the letter.
Yep, and well, the letter, the paper, what that's going to do is that's going to enable our runners to get potions later on in the game if they so choose.
Small secret, 11 rupees, as we saw a little bit a while ago here, but good volume so far, at least. The mid-secret being above average is definitely a boon when we're dealing with this kind of setup here where you have lower, only one top secret.
Yeah, exactly. And now, very interestingly, we've found, 3 or 4 secrets now, and we still have not yet seen a door repair. So this is interesting and somewhat concerning, too, because they are picking up a bunch of rupees now, but they've got the potential to lose them all real quick.
We do fund an arrow shop, and that's also always good to know because you never know when you're going to have a Goma blocked setup here. Let's just really quickly, while these guys are exploring, talk about how they got to this point. Thirwolf defeated Fred Coughlin in his last tournament race. Oh, there's the top secret, 125.
Yeah, 125 is a super top secret, so now, and I think JSR did find the blue ring shop, so it'll be interesting to see if he grinds for a blue ring or if he just maybe goes and gets the arrows that he just ran across.
And there's a candle.
Yep, so now he has a little bit of damage dealing capability, and now he has something to burn bushes with.
No, JSR, this is second quest overworld. That's not a burn bush.
Thirwolf finding... Oh, go ahead. Thirwolf picking up the wooden arrows with some of his money that he's gotten.
I was just going to point out that it does seem to be confirmed that JSR is running with the paw strats.
Yep. in order to do the pause stretch, you cannot have a select to swap enabled. So yeah, he's definitely going to have to pause his menu, and that could be interesting because yeah, the pause strats are wonderful, but he might be wasting a bunch of time menuing to switch between items. And we have level 5 in the burn bush in the forest.
Now, just a reminder, we are still doing with the shapes here, so it is going to be the first quest dungeon setup as far as the items are concerned, and obviously shapes. So we're going to be playing Name the Inkblot as JSR decides to hug a blue dark nut.
Yep, the Name the Inkblot game and the Find the Bomb Hole game are absolutely still in play, as well as the new game, Will This Wall Push?
There's our door repair. It is donations accepted, and it looks like this is minimum 15.
Is it 15 or was it vanilla 20? I thought he went from 215 to 195.
I thought it was 210 to 195, but we'll get confirmation in the next door repair. As nice dancing around. And no, it is 15. No, it is 20. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the vanilla 20.
Can you spell what Dr. Ruck is cooking?
I can, and Thirwolf going with the meat strats, picking up the 56 rupee meat.
So it is a 20 rupee door repair, so vanilla in that stretch. And unfortunately, the desert not yielding anything important. 2 door repair sand dunes and the sand dune potion shop.
Okay, we have a little bit of a divergence here where you have the forest check for Thirwolf, and now JSR is now exploring the area around vanilla level 1. Oh, look, and now we have Stalfos shooting sword beams. Those are always fun to dodge.
So we replaced the Lionels with Staffos.
In second quest, with second quest enemies, that's kind of a push.
Well, JSR doing some nice dancing strats, but more Staffles on this screen. Jeez. And we find level 7.
Yep, near start. Vanilla start, I should say.
And we do a high 5.
And just a money-making game.
Now, this is going to be music to JSR's ears. He'll get rid of that beeping noise real soon because he's going to be able to do the up and A to get rid of the beeping as he enters level 7.
All right, so we have the warp zones here on Thirwolf's screen. One goes to the grave, where he finds one screen up, a heart container.
And JSR is following suit, so Thirwolf's going to go back into the recorder spot here where level 6 exists in second quest, and we're going to find out what the other 2 spots go up in the Lost Hills. That's good for transportation purposes. And finally, the bottom left corner. That's also good to know.
So the bottom left corner one is a little bit annoying because they didn't have bombs, so they couldn't take care of both those screens at once, so they're still going to have to get back down there. Just annoying more than anything else.
It's just good to know that the wood sword's not there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because ultimately, that's what we're still wanting to do, is we're either going to want to find where the ladder is, because that'll get you the white sword, or we want to find where this wood sword can be. And the wood sword still has that same rule attached, where it has to be in an open cave somewhere.
Meanwhile, Thirwolf gets his 5th heart, so he has a 66% chance of picking up the blue boomerang should he so desire. Which I don't think he will, but he can't.
By the way, Jay Coper pointing out, and this is a good reminder, that bomb spot that you're mentioning of is not a second quest mechanic. It's the first quest overworld mechanic.
Oh, that's right. That is for... Right, so we have 18 rupee bombs here. JSR filling up.
And we find a potion shop over at the potion shop, Fred, and we find level 1. Where level 3 would exist in first quest.
Little surprised JSR doesn't at least stick his head in a few rooms.
It seems like both of these guys are more invested in wanting to find where there's a sword before they do anything else, because we already do know, we do find level 4, we already do know that Wizrobes are going to be an enemy group that's in there, and Lionels are going to be as well, so it's going to be a very dangerous... Oh, that's a nice pairing. 1, 4, and 6 are right near each other.
We're finding levels rather fast and furious here, even though they're not poking around in any of these levels. I mean, I can understand not poking around in 4, 5, or 7. But,
So we've now found 5 of our levels. And as Thirwolf makes his donations that are accepted, JSR is going to go and visit this potion shop. And again, both of these guys are heavily prioritized on getting the wood sword at this point. And at this rate, the wood sword is going to have to either be in the grave or up on Death Mountain.
yeah, because everything else is rather picked over at this point. Now let's see if Thirwolf pokes his head in here a little bit around level 1.
I like this idea from JSR actually buying a key at this point. We've seen some seeds come down to keys lately, and Thirwolf is going to dip into level 1, and we find a key available for the taking.
Free key in level 1 is always something good to find. Ooh, those dots take 2 HP to kill.
Yeah, Thirwolf has decided, nope, that is not going to be worth it, and he is going to go ahead and leave. So
yeah,
we really only have 3 spots now where this wood sword could turn out to be. It could either be at level 6 in the first quest, the arrow shop near the grave, or up to the left of Spectacle Rock. Which one do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be under the Armos in the grave.
I think Thirwolf's going to be the... Oh, that's right. That's also a 4th spot where it could be. Thirwolf's going to be the first one to find out where it is.
All right, Thirwolf checking vanilla level 6. Nothing.
Vanilla level 6 turns out to be more donations.
More donations around start for JSR as well.
I wonder what happens when you do go ahead and follow Zelda Old Man 1 on Twitter.
Oh, it's a real Twitter handle. I don't know if it's active, but it is a real Twitter handle.
That is correct. All right, Grave Armos is the spot that I forget. The wood sword location. No, that's level 9.
That is so absolutely not the sword.
That is so absolutely where they're going to need to go later, though. And no, Spectacle Rock. Left of Spectacle Rock's going to be where the wood sword today.
And Thirwolf taking a potion instead of a heart.
Yeah, I think he's already counted how many of them he found, and we find level 2. So we have now found 7 of our 9 levels.
Yeah, finding these levels left and right. So we're starting to really kind of use up all these levels. We might not have a flute block or a power bracelet block or a raft block. We'll see, though. Still plenty of exploration left to be done.
Absolutely. But it's amazing that we have found 7 of our levels at 13 and a half minutes in.
And no sword, although we know where it is.
Yeah, we've now come to the conclusion where it's going to be, and Thirwolf finding a bomb shop. That's a nice find at this point when you're up on Death Mountain. And this is just pleasant routing because of the fact that you have the recorder, so you're able to check these spots. More donations accepted. And more requests to follow an old man on Twitter.
Meanwhile, Thirwolf having to dodge these super ropes does so pretty easily.
So JSR is going to be soon to get to where the wood sword is as well. He'll be trailing Thirwolf shortly, and there we go. We head into the left of Spectacle Rock. Hello there, Wood.
And we have the wood sword. All right, so let's see where Thirwolf goes. My bet is that he probably goes back into 1 as quickly as possible. Or 2. Since 2 is right here, he might dip into 2 first.
Yeah, I think 2. I think level 2 is going to be the better bet at this point, just because of how close you are to it. Oh, you can get around the ropes, that is.
There we go. So I would imagine, yeah, if he does go into 2, I think this makes a lot of sense. You know, the item will be on the floor here in level 2. Now, it might be guarded by a set of enemies, or it might legitimately be on the floor. We shall see.
You know, the enemy group that I'm hoping not to see in this seed, or at least for these runners' sakes, was robes combined with Lionels, and it's very well possible we could see that.
Absolutely, and it's very well possible they could populate most of the dungeons, which would be rude.
We have Gorillas in level 2.
Looks like 4 swings with the wood sword kills the Gorillas. The red Gorillas, at least.
It's always good to know that when you can kill a bomb dropper with a single bomb. Unless you get a bomb from it, and there you go. Now remember, level 2 is one of those levels that has the possibility of having walk-through walls. And Thirwolf, trying to see if he can't score himself a free use of a bomb, finds out that it's a walk-through wall instead. There you go.
And there you go. There are your walk-through walls. Wow. Those blue Octoroks, I think, what, 4 or 5?
You're talking the blue Tektites, I believe?
Oh, he got the book! Thirwolf accidentally got the book.
Oh, Room Drop City! And Red Bubble City, too.
Alright, so what red bubbles do is red bubbles disable your A button. And there's only go ahead.
I was going to say, that's why he got the potion.
Yeah, exactly. Because how do we re-enable the A button? Well, you hit into a blue bubble. You hard reset. You get a Triforce, you visit a fairy, or you use a potion.
Oh, goodness. The blue Gorillas down in 1 hit.
That's always nice.
Now we gotta find out what the master of that room is. And if Thirwolf gets lucky here, it isn't that Pole's voice. It isn't the Pole's voice. So the Pole voice is the 3rd priority as JSR pops into level 1.
Can't argue this play really either.
Yeah, I like this play here by Thirwolf to reset it so the Pole's voice were gone. And we're going to go through this room and we're going to find out if there's anything important in here. And luckily for Thirwolf, so he can explore more of this level 2, there is a key.
Okay, JSR clearing out this room of dots, finding another key.
There's a heart container, always a nice find when you still have as many hearts as these guys do. Or as few hearts, that is. And ooh, we got ourselves the red bubbles in level 1. I do want to point this out. There's never a guarantee that you're going to see blue bubbles in the same dungeon, so yeah. Now, luckily for Thirwolf, if he loses his sword ability, there's blue bubbles in 2. And luckily for JSR, there's blue bubbles in 1.
So it looks like so far these 2 dungeons are rather benign. Now we just have to find the 2 items in level 1 and the Triforce in level 2.
I don't think Thirwolf's going to complain with that key he just found.
You know, these Tektites with the boosted HP are a pain in the rear end because they teleport. Because the way the game handles Tektites with extra HP, they actually do wind up teleporting. So those are just a pain.
Thirwolf clearing out this room here with the BMO statue to find out there is no drop. And we get our Lionels.
Yeah, it looks like Lionels get put into this set here with the Gorillas and the Tektites.
Have we seen a Gorilla in this level 1 yet?
No, I haven't.
Because I'm wondering if the Tektites are part of the main group here that you'll see in almost all of your dungeons.
Could be.
JSR going to the staircase. There's your ladder. There's your white sword.
So that is a big find for JSR because that opens up a few more spots in the overworld. It gets you the white sword. So that'll immediately double his damage as soon as he probably gets his Triforce here and up A's to get out of this room. That's my up A's to go back to start. That's my guess. Did those blue Lionels not die to 2 bombs?
Yeah, it looks like they are plus on the HP shuffle by at least 3.
Yup. Because
But it
remember
does
here,
look- I was going to say, it just looked to me, though, that the Tektites are part of that. You know how the Zols normally get placed into the ones that get in almost every single dungeon? It seems like the Tektites are in 2 different groups, and oh, what's that ink blot in 2?
this ink blot kind of looks like it's being rude to our runners.
Yeah, we got an ink blot in 1.
Kind of reminds me of those chairs that kind of rock backwards.
JSR finds the bow in level 1.
So this level 1 is absolutely loaded. And JSR is about to get his Triforce here out of level 1. Both of our runners getting their first Triforce relatively on top of each other. Looks like the Light Lakes also took a bit of an HP boost. And to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that because these are Elite 8 seeds, the HP shuffle is plus or minus 4. So, there you go.
So that was a very, very gracious level 1 for JSR, and JSR is going to waste no time. He's going to get his offensive upgrade right now by way of the white sword.
Yeah, I can't blame him one bit for this.
Especially considering the fact that he doesn't know it, but we're going to see Tektites again in level 2. And who knows what else you're going to see that has a souped up HP. Now, Thirwolf looks like he's going to be heading to level 1 next, which then that will get Thirwolf all that he needs to know about level 1.
It looks like JSR is going to do a little bit more of exploring down here on the coast, trying to find one of our 2 remaining levels, level 3 and level 8. And the important thing to note is that at this point in the game, both of our runners have pretty much covered the same territory. Both know all 7 dungeons that we found. So we are very much on even terms as far as exploration goes up until here. First.
Looked like JSR was trying to pull up the letter to find out how much the potions were, but he took a potion from a take any, so therefore he can't.
Interesting.
Thirwolf desperately trying to get through, not getting bubbled, but he gets bopped by a bubble and loses his sword for right now. JSR popping into level 4.
We have a possible staircase room right here in level 4. Of course, he gets bopped by the red bubbles, so this is going to be fun getting his sword back.
Yeah, he doesn't know what Thirwolf knows about these blue Gorias and the fact that they only go down in 1 HP. So he's thinking, I don't want to use my Kindle on them.
Yeah, at least the one bright side with this seed so far is that right now our runners have plenty of keys. I mean, we have 3 on Thirwolf's side, we have 4 on JSR's side, and we don't seem to be particularly key blocked yet.
It just means we're going to be finding the any key real soon.
And somebody's got a case of the Monday. Somebody should tell the old man it's Saturday.
And JSR finding a walk through wall here in level 4. Now this is an interesting one, single block.
Could very well be our item room.
And push block. Is it the item? No, this is a segmented level 4.
So he's going to take the staircase over, and let's see, do we have a 1 room segment? No, we've got a multiple room segment.
We find another key here, which is always nice to find the key, so you get yourself a nice little stockpile for the later dungeons. And Thirwolf's finding out what this level 1 looks like. And there's the Triforce in level 4, but JSR wants to do a little more exploring at this point.
Can't blame him for that. Probably wants to find
There
the
it
item here.
is.
Oh, and here it is. Let's see what we have.
Well, we know it's not going to be the recorder, but it's the silver arrows! Oh!
Play a melody to find the silver arrows. That's a big pickup for JSR. Woof.
And he's just around the corner from where the Triforce is. Gonna just grab this. He's gonna have to defeat this Dig Dogger first, but wow. What a start here for JSR. Popped into the right dungeon.
And it looks like the mini Dig Doggers scaled upwards too. It took 3 silver arrows to take them down.
Thirwolf finds where the Triforce is in level 1, but is going to continue searching because he did not find the staircase where the bow is, or rather the ladder is just yet. So JSR is going to next go into level 6.
Absolutely. And now I think that at this point, given the bow, given the silver arrows, and given that JSR has seen 7 of the 9 dungeons, if he finds an early Triforce here in level 6, I don't think he's going to explore much, especially given this map. If it's an early Triforce, he's just bailing.
There it is!
Let's see. My bet is that he takes it and
leaving.
runs.
He's ducking. He's ducking out of here. There's no reason for him to stay in at this point. He's got the recorder if he needs to come back.
Absolutely. Perfect decision in my point of view.
And that's also a perfect decision to kill that red Dark Nut there. Got some bombs. And Thirwolf picking up the Triforce. He's going to go back into this one. He knows that there's an item still outstanding.
Absolutely. And he's cleared most of it. So, and it's a small enough dungeon to pick into quick.
So, Z, Commentator's Curse, you mentioned him finding an early Triforce. There you go.
Isn't that a reverse Commentator's Curse? All right, JSR finishing burning around here. He looks like he's going to go into level 7, where I bet you the same thing is going to apply. If he finds an early Triforce, he's bailing. If he stumbles across the item as he goes, he'll pick it up.
Yeah, there's the possible staircase here in 7. It is a transport staircase. Can't call it a segment of 7 just yet.
So really, the only thing that JSR would really be looking for as far as possible blocks go would be the Power Bracelet. Because the Power Bracelet does open up a bunch of spots here in Second Quest Overworld.
7 new ones as Thirwolf picks up the ladder out of level 1. And the question is once after Thirwolf picks up his white sword, does he head back over towards levels 4 and 6?
Given where he is, I wouldn't be surprised if he heads into 5 next.
And there's the Triforce in 7, so quick Triforces here for JSR.
Oh, and of course, the raft is probably not a bad thing to find either.
Yeah, but if you're going to find a transport, I'd rather find the Power Bracelet that unlocks 7 versus the raft that unlocks only 2.
I absolutely agree. So, looks like JSR is making a beeline over... Oh, he's going to burn some of the forest, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to burn the forest. He's going to try this again because he didn't burn it right the first time around. We've already seen some of these squares from Thirwolf, so nothing new to find out here. Thirwolf's going to go ahead and bomb the coast. So at 28 minutes in, we know that level 1 had the ladder and the bow. Level 2 had the book. Sorry, Thirwolf. Levels 3 and... 3 and 8 are still yet to be found. Level 4 had the great old silver arrows, which JSR found, and boom, bang, boom. Level 5, we have not explored. 6, no way JSR was going to go deeper into 6 to try to figure out where that was. 7, the same thing applies there. What was the white sword item, Z? It was some magic boomerang, wasn't it?
Yeah, something blue and curved. And we have a high 5. Both of our runners dipping into level 5.
And JSR doing the thing where you kill one, leave the room, come back in, it is dead. With a map. Name that ink blot.
These 2 levels are almost like Siamese twins. Except they're not conjoined.
Oh, God.
What? Except for the little...
beefy manhandler.
Yeah.
And that's not a push block, unfortunately. So Thirwolf's here trying to kill this, and he'll find out the bad news. Well, if he can live long enough. He's going to use a potion as we find the transport staircase. But JSR knows that these 7 rooms could troll him. Wants to find out what's inside them. Oh! Hello! You're going to have to take the staircase.
Yeah. We have a mini segment within this level 5. You're blocked off from the top half of the first segment by an old man selling bombs.
So we know what the next staircase here in this level 5 is going to do. It's going to take you to that other section of the bottom left corner.
Yeah, exactly. All of the top section will be connected in one way or another.
Well, sorry about that whammy.
No whammy?
Thirwolf killing off the bunnies to find the bombs. Thus, JSR's doing the same thing here. And an enemy you don't like seeing. And there's another staircase, but is this our item staircase or is this the transport staircase? It's the transport to the bottom left corner.
So it kind of is looking like our item is going to be in the very, very upper left room of the right segment, or it's going to be in the upper left of the left segment.
And so Thirwolf is going to continue exploring, and he'll hate what he sees coming up in just a couple of rooms. JSR is going to likely take this staircase, having already explored what he did on this top right segment.
To answer the questions in chat, this is functionally triple segmented, but you're only going to have 2 sets of stairs. Well, 2 sets of connecting stairs, let's put it that way. So JSR is now going to figure out where the item and where the Triforce is.
Well, you're forced in one direction when you come out of the staircase. All 3 staircase rooms, well, 3 of the 4 staircase rooms have been the corridor staircases.
And there is the meat block. Tonight I dine on Octorok soup, so we know that the meat block is in no way, shape, or form required.
There's the Triforce right there. JSR still wants to find the item. Thirwolf has found where the item is. Okay. Well, I don't know about that one.
I don't know. That had to have been a accidental update?
There was a shutter that I never saw. Anyways, we're continuing on in this level 5. And yeah, that was the staircase.
Yeah, that was the staircase to the item.
So this may have been an accidental case of this here for Thirwolf. And he's going to go back in.
Yep. JSR, meanwhile, is going to meet him in that room because he only has 1 room left to explore, and that's got to be the item room.
Yeah, and given how this level 5 is, I think he just wants to make sure he gets it. Or he's just now going to go for the Triforce. It's the Wanted 5.
So Thirwolf is going to pick it up, even though he does have the book. So he's just going to be.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's right.
He's just got to be more judicious with his wanding around. JSR picks up the Triforce. I didn't see him pick up the wand.
No, he did not go back for it. I think he thought about it, but then decided, or no, he's going back in. Never mind. And Thirwolf takes a death.
Gets a hug from a bunny.
Haven't you always wanted a hug from a bunny? Oh, but JSR gets a hug from a Lamola.
Landmoller's a bit more prickly than bunnies.
Bunnies can bite. So too can wand flames.
So JSR noping out of level 5, which we know to be the correct decision, because even though the wand is nice to have, it is certainly not required.
And we find another level. Here's 3.
So we are only now missing level 8.
So Thirwolf has yet to find where the Triforce is, so he's going to continue to search through here. And I've got the feeling that that Goma that we had seen is blocking the compass, so you're not getting much help in this level 5.
No, none at all.
And we find our level 3 map and name that one heck of an ink blot. Here's the item at level 3 as well, and it's the heart container to at least shut the beeping up for JSR.
So given what we know in the seed so far, it is possible, it's not guaranteed, but it is possible JSR did leave behind a required item in level 6 or level 7. Because we are very much starting to run out of spots here, and we still have not found level 8.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and ooh, those keys do not go down in a white sword hit, by the way.
No, it takes 2.
Takes 2, and, well, makes the thing go right. You get swallowed up by a pancake, you get a heart container. But
Link is good food, apparently.
yeah, apparently so. Thirwolf's going to be coming across this level 3 as well. And here's the interesting thing. We have not explored the upper left-hand corner of Death Mountain. There's still a bunch of bombable caves where level 8 can be.
Oh, this is true. And if you notice, all of these hints that so far our runners are seeing are, kind of just, silly little sayings, and that is a flag here that we're dealing with in late flag sets. They are all community hints, so none of them will be particularly helpful. They won't be hurtful, they're just not going to be helpful.
Thirwolf's going to come across the item here at level 3. Probably not happy to see the heart container. He would love to see the silver arrows.
Although now that, Thirwolf picks up his 9th heart, it kind of hasn't seen the magical sword yet.
We have not seen the location of the magical sword. It could be anywhere. It could be behind one of the many. Oh, there's level 8! Power bracelet raft not required. JSR2gamers in Triforce and Go mode.
He is indeed. Yep, so he's just going to grab the Triforce here out of level 8. He's not even going to look for an item. Man, this is a fast seed.
Reminder that the winner plays for the Grand Championship coming up sometime next week. We'll give you the details, the date and time later on once we get the information, get the scheduling. The loser of this match, I've got a date with Crystal Saber in the next round in the elimination finals. And there's our Wiz Robes. Orange Wiz Robes go down in one white sword hit.
JSR's got to be careful. He's hugging that blue Wiz Robe an awful lot.
Yeah, he would love for this blue Wiz Robe to get stuck on the outer paths here. And unfortunately, it didn't pay out for him in regards to, well, maybe not. There's still a Wallmaster in here. Nope, no drop. But at least there's going to be no return of those enemies when you come back in, because of the fact, hey, look, there's bubbles.
So JSR is still going to check these rooms, I would imagine, for items, especially looking for probably either the magic key or the red ring, both of which would be extraordinarily handy as he goes into level 9.
Well, the big thing right now is he'd like to know where the Triforce is more than anything else.
Well, yeah, that is the one thing he's absolutely looking for.
Yeah, we come out of here and we find another great room with keys.
And these are mega keys. Jeez, they take either 3 or 4 HP to go down.
And that's 2 Chevys that do not have a room drop as Thirwolf comes across level 8. So both of these runners have found all of the dungeons. And that is a great feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing that, especially on JSR side, especially knowing that he doesn't have to find another item. All he needs to do is find Triforces.
The only difference here is Thirwolf missing the silvers. Will he hunt down any of these items in level 8? It's unlikely we're going to see that happen. But who knows?
JSR getting bopped around good by some of these red bubbles.
Yeah, this level 8 is going to become a mystery, and JSR is going to try to see if he can't score a free opening of the wall. Turns out not to be the case.
Yeah, it looks like right now we're looking for some sort of a bomb hole or a push wall to continue forward.
Thirwolf continuing the strat here, trying to see if he can't get a good enemy as the leading enemy. Here's the thing. As Thirwolf ends up using the potion, that's because he had no sword. JSR's got 2 bombs left, so he's going to have to choose wisely here.
So he's winding around. What's he thinking here?
Well, he wants that sword back.
Okay, that makes sense. And he can't. JSR, why you bombing left there, bud? You're in the L column. There's nothing left.
And the worst thing here is that he ended up wasting away a bomb. He does thankfully use his last bomb on a door that opens up and gets greeted with more red bubbles. And here comes the pause strats.
Nicely done by JSR to avoid those red bubbles. Ooh, bomb dropping blue moblins go down to 1 sword strike.
The other nice thing is the fact that they dropped the compass, so if JSR can find some way over that right-hand side, I'm surprised. Well, there's the red candle. I'm surprised that he is not trying to at least walk through the wall, see if there's something there, because that's a possibility in this level 8, as you mentioned.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, that's not the case here.
It is looking like he's going to be bomb blocked out of this level.
Thirwolf finding the red candle, and he is opting to pick it up despite the fact that he's got multiple candle sources at this point.
Now it looks like JSR is recording to level 1. I'm betting there's the bomb shop in the whistle spot here. That's where he's going.
Great move. Thirwolf has found the bomb wall here, and we're guarded by 3 blue whiz robes.
And do keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen in chat, Thirwolf does not have the red ring. That is just his sprite. So he has green tunic. So these blue whiz robes can really do a number on his health if he's not careful. But it looks like he's got him locked in.
Yeah. They've got him stuck in the side-to-side scroll at this point, which is just, as long as you're patient, you're going to get through this room.
He is patient, and now he arrives at the Triforce room, and the Triforce is on the floor.
So at least at this point, and this is very beneficial for the fact what Thirwolf is taking care of here, he's already seen 1 item. I really don't know what that was about with JSR.
Accidental potion use.
That would do it.
Yeah, I think he thought he was on the recorder and hit the B button, and, well, he gave himself a potion. But good thing he saved, so no harm, no foul.
As he goes back to level 8 with 4 bombs in his arsenal at this point. Now, the good thing is, he is going to go ahead and figure out what he needs to do for this level coming up here real soon. As Thirwolf is now in level 7, he's going to make his way over towards that area where the levels 4 and 6 are. Will he dig level 7?
Triforce is fairly early in this level. I can't imagine him digging.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one room to the left of where he just came out of that staircase. So if he chooses the right path, he could be immediately out of this level 7.
And he is going to the left.
Actually, I think it's 2 rooms to the left, if I'm remembering this map correctly at this point. What's going through these runners' minds at this stage in the run?
Oh boy, this is... I mean, they both know it's a fast seed, so they, right now, are just, they want to get through this. So it wouldn't surprise me if both think they're behind, because this is such a fast seed.
Quick use of the potion here from JSR, knowing he's one more room away from the Triforce, and one hit bop by a blue Wizrobe would end his life. So great decision for him to do that, and, well, unfortunately gets pushed to the bomb wall. And here goes Thirwolf. This is not a done deal yet. Because guess what? Thirwolf's about to pop into level 4. But first, let's go visit the potion shop.
This is a close race right now. This is super close.
This could also come down to where level 9 turns out. How ugly is it? What's the story with the red bubbles? Because notice rupee count for JSR at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, JSR has been very, very loose with his use of arrows, so he's not holding on to his rupees very long at all. Alright, so now JSR's got a bit of a hike to get over to level 2. Let's see how long it takes Thirwolf to get the Triforce in level 4, and if he gets, starts hunting for the item.
Well, don't forget, level 2 is just around the corner from where level 9 is.
Yeah, so Thirwolf will be able to whistle there once he clears 4, and I believe 6 was, 2 rooms?
Now, don't forget, there's a walkthrough wall that you need to do in order to get to the item room here in this level 4, and Thirwolf hopefully will figure that out right now.
And he does.
So JSR in level 2.
Segment. Now let's see if he accidentally picks up the book too, but even if he does, it's no big deal for him.
Yeah, he doesn't have the wand, so no harm, no foul. And it is a good point that has been put out in chat here. The item in 4 is past the Triforce, but you have to think at this stage in the run that you would at least go a little further in that level.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is level 4. Given the levels we've seen, level 4, it should be manageable size-wise. So I can't imagine Thirwolf not digging level 4 here for the item. I can't imagine it happening that he just bails.
JSR having some bomb issues here, running out of them. And so at this point, that could become a major issue as well as he continues to do this. Now, Thirwolf is continuing to search this level 4, checking some bomb walls, seeing what he has to put up with for the Triforce, but he's not picking that up, and that is big news here.
Because I believe now the silvers are just down here, I think. Yep.
That's correct, because there's that dig dagger that's blocking the way back out. So the silver arrow pickup there for Thirwolf, and don't forget, level 6's Triforce was not that deep in.
Not at all. Placing the bomb.
JSR coming through here. He's not too far away from where the Triforce is. I think he's got to go through another room or 2.
A little surprised he hasn't taken out the silver arrows. Try to shoot these things with the silver arrow. And he gets him.
And so there's Thirwolf. He's going to head on over to level 6. JSR still searching for the Triforce, and it's level 2.
This is a super quick seed. This is all. It's going to come down to level 9. What more can you want? It's coming down to level 9.
Thirwolf into level 6. Once again, the map is early in this level 6. The Triforce is early as well. And I believe this is the room. Trying to remember where the Triforce is, and I think JSR's got to figure out where this Triforce is still. Thirwolf finds the compass in this level 6.
I don't remember JSR taking this path. But it's not going to matter.
No, it's not, because that was the path that Thirwolf JSR took, as we found where the map was. So JSR's having a hard time finding where this Triforce is in this level 2. And Thirwolf gets the Triforce out of level 6. Guess what? Thirwolf's going to be the first one into 9.
He's going to have a couple-minute lead, it looks like, going into 9. And Thirwolf into 9 at 51:10.
So what we are looking for from Thirwolf is the usual assortment. We're going to try to find out where the pig is, where the girl is. Shut a door here. Could this be where the girl lies? It is!
There's Zelda. Oh my. This is quick.
And there's so now Thirwolf is 9.
Thirwolf is a Ganon kill away from advancing to the grand finals. Can he do it before JSR finds a Triforce in 2 and joins him there?
Thirwolf checking some of the bomb walls here. None of them are opening up. JSR going back after spending some bombs. And again, this is going to come into play here, just how many rupees he has. Thirwolf is checking the area here with these whiz robes, and oh, these whiz robes are not being nice.
Oh, that's brutal. You know, imagine if that's a necessary kill to, you know, take that spiral staircase. Ugh. Thirwolf finding another bomb hole. JSR bombing around in level 2, trying to find his bomb hole.
Well, he's in this new section of this level now, so this could be the path. There we go. There's Ganon.
Yep, Thirwolf has the pig.
Oh no. He will use a potion. Got to do that real fast. And JSR has figured out the path here. He's in the room with the Triforce. But this could be too little too late at this point. Thirwolf trying to get the stun. Beautiful stun lock. There it is. Stun lock done. Thirwolf and up and away. Away from the Grand Championship. And just going up 2 more rooms, and by the time JSR pops into this level 9, we will have our first of the 2 runners to be playing for the Grand Championship. It will be Thirwolf winning this race. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thirwolf has won the race and entered the grand finals with an official SRO time of 53 minutes and 52 seconds. Congratulations to Thirwolf.
What a quick seed, and just coupled with a quick 9, JSR finding out where the girl is.
And I believe we do have Thirwolf joining us here in the commentators booth. Thirwolf, good job, man. Great seed.
Wow, I think everything just kind of went right pretty much for me in that one.
So yeah, JSR did hear the roar of Ganon, and he pressed up an A now for 250 rupees. So it's just a matter of how to get there at this point. So congratulations on the win. Tell me your thoughts about this entire seed.
I wish I hadn't had that little mental error in 5 where I thought I had already found the item and those staircases linked. Then I up 8 and realized, oh wait, no, I don't have the item yet. Yeah, that was kind of my one negative thing. But otherwise, everything else seemed fine other than Wood Sword on Death Mountain.
Well, let's just talk about this here. JSR is now one room away from Ganon. Book in 2. You touched it. What went through your mind when you touched it?
I was like, well, I guess we're playing with the book now.
And then you grabbed the wand to just complete the deal.
I mean, at that point, why not? I mean, wand with fire, that's always fun, right?
JSR trying to get the stun lock here.
It looks like he's got him.
Yeah, he's got this. So how insane is this going to be? The fact that a 56 and change is not going to be enough to win a race here. But how else would you have the winner's final? There we go. JSR heading to the finish line. And he's not out of this tournament yet. He's got a date with Crystal Saber.
Yeah. What a seed. 2 sub-hours. I mean, and as you said, do you really expect anything less out of these 2 runners? I mean, just a fantastic race between these 2. And I believe we have JSR with us. JSR, great seed, man. Great job.
Thank you. GG, man.
GG, JSR.
Oh, man, that was a fast seed.
Yeah, how about that for the winner's final? So your thoughts on the seed as a whole, JSR?
I mean, I felt like I got pretty lucky with some of the dungeons that I'd done. Well, obviously, level 1 was just packed full of value. And I kept finding dungeons when I was looking for the sword. I had that nice row of dungeons right by 1, so I was thinking, like, okay, I'll just try to route all this together. I mean, I never really ran into a key block. Never really ran into any blocks. I mean, with the ladder being the first item I found, but I just had some really bad luck at 8. And honestly, my bomb management was just horrendous this entire seed, and it really bit me in the bum in levels 8 and 2.
Yeah.
I spent way too much time in those dungeons.
Yeah, it really came down to that, I think, was your bombs in 8, having to leave 8 to get some more bombs, while Thirwolf had the bomb to go to the right-hand side. And then the bombs in 2, because that 2 was kind of a nasty map, too.
Yeah, I got trolled a little hard, and the problem was I was trying to save keys, because you never get a level 9 like this one. What was it, 8 rooms, 9 rooms?
Yeah, something like that, something ridiculously short.
So, I mean, I was saving keys because I knew 9 was my next place, and I forgot that I had that key door, so I didn't see it on my map, so I was kind of panicking. Like, I checked every wall, thinking to myself, oh, man, I don't know where the path is, and then I walked into that old man room, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding.
Yeah, it was that simple. Now, one other question for you is, what was going through your mind when the first 3 items you put out of a dungeon was the ladder, the bow, and the silver arrows in 4?
I was thinking either this is going to be a ridiculously fast seed like it was, or level 7 would be level 8 would be raft blocked, and level 3 would be bracelet blocked. Like, I was not expecting it to be this easy. It never is. But, I mean, it was kind of nice not having to worry about that white sword early, silver arrows and a bow early, ladder early. It was a really easy seed. Really, really, really easy seed.
So, Thirwolf, you move on to the Grand Championship, sir. Any thoughts about that? How do you feel?
I am glad not to be going down and facing Saber right now. That's what I feel.
It must really be unfortunate circumstances. I feel bad for that guy who has to go down and face Save. Oh, wait.
And speaking of that, JSR, the epic match between JSR2gamers and Crystal Saber, where one of you 2 has to go home in the elimination finals. And
you know what? I'm just happy I got this far, to be perfectly honest. it was kind of my goal after the spring tournament. I had a very early out. I played very poorly in that match where I was eliminated, and I kind of just wanted redemption. I just wanted to be able to make a strong showing in this tournament, and the fact that I got this far already feels really good. But it'd be nice to have a shot at the rematch against Thirwolf, but Saber is so good at Randomizer. He is so strong in tournament races, and I said this before our vanilla match last week. I will never, ever underestimate Crystal Saber. The man is so good at the games he plays, and it'll be a very, very tough matchup for sure.
So one thing we noticed from you, JSR, you decided to kind of pour in your Inner Saber and do pause strats this seed.
I actually started doing that once the Elite 8 flags came on, because when I did my very first practice Elite 8 flags, I forgot that there were red bubbles everywhere, and immediately regretted it, and I've just I found more success, even though I'd lose probably a few minutes every seed using menus. I would rather that than lose minutes leaving a dungeon to go visit a fairy fountain, or just in general, like in those rooms with Lionels and dark nuts all over the place, and you don't know, if you're going to be able to get through without taking a few hugs. It's nice to have that option, because it's really been something I've adapted in vanilla, and it saved my butt a few times, and Saber knows what he's doing.
Should be a lot of fun coming up in this next week with the elimination finals and the grand championship. So Thirwolf, you have at least 2 more races. Best 2 out of 3 wins the championship for you. Now, I'm going to ask this question, and I want your immediate answer. Who do you want to face in the grand championship?
I will be fine to face either of them. They're both strong. It'll be hard fought either way. JSR, just beat Saber for me.
And there's her answer.
I will do the best that I can, sir.
I'd appreciate it. He's been on fire lately, so he's scared. He's a little scary.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
I'm feeling that right now.
We'll see how that goes. Hard to believe. We are now down to a minimum of 3 races left in this tournament. Maximum 4.
It's gone by quick, hasn't it, Rick?
It seems like it's gone for a while, but then you think about it, my goodness, how could we already be at this stage in the tournament? But great runners have given us some great thrilling moments, and I can't wait to see what happens next week in both the elimination finals and the grand championship. Be looking out for the schedule, see when those get scheduled. We'll let you know.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun last few races here. JSR versus Crystal Saber is going to be one epic matchup to get into the grand finals to face Thur, who's an absolute titan here in this randomizer. It's going to be a fun last few races. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, and best of luck to you. Unless I face you, Thirwolf, then I take that back, Kappa. No, but in all seriousness, best of luck to you, man. Thank you for the race. I can't wait to watch it back. And of course, Z-Man, Rick, thank you for the commentary. Dark Falls for the tracking. Fiesel and Speed Gaming for the restream, and everyone for watching. I appreciate it, guys.
I appreciate it as well. Thanks for the commentary, tracking, restreaming, all that fun stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, our runners, Thirwolf heading on to the grand championship, and JSR_ heading to the elimination finals against Crystal Saber. And I think JSR kind of did it, the thank you for us, but definitely a thank you to Fiesel and the gang of Speed Gaming, as well as to Dark Falls 1983 for doing the tracking with us. So let's get on out of here. We've got Plague of Shadows coming up at midnight here on Speed Gaming. So once again, for the crew of Speed Gaming, thanks for joining us here. Stay tuned. Next week, the tournament begins to wrap up here.
Yeah, it should be a good one. It should be real good last few matches. So make sure you stay tuned here to Speed Gaming. And I believe going on